Hi, I'm Deena. I run marketing at Birchbox, and I'm also Birchbox's resident fitness fiend. I'm here today with Danielle Hopkins, group fitness instructor and personal trainer at Equinox in New York City. And she's here to help me walk through some common fitness moves, and she's gonna teach us how to do it right.
That's right. So January is the time of year when everybody kind of, makes resolutions, trying to get their fitness back on track. So I chose 5 moves that you're gonna see in the gym pretty frequently and also in the studios. And we're gonna talk about the proper ways to execute them and then maybe some common things that you may see that people do wrong and how you can make easy fixes to those.
That sounds perfect.
Cool. So the 5 moves I chose were a squat, a lunge, a plank, a push-up, and then a core move, a bicycle. So let's go and get started.
So what's first?
All right, so we're gonna get started with just your basic squat. The most common way that I see people butcher this move is they put their feet really close together, and they just kind of give you half range of motion. So they're not really getting all that low. The thing you wanna remember is take your feet wide.
Wide stance, got it.
You can even turn your toes out a little bit.
Toes
and you're
slightly
just
out.
gonna sit as low as you can sit. So really get
Deep
your
squat.
glutes down there, push out of your heels, chest lifted. You're doing a great job right here. On the way up, squeeze your glutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel that?
I
It's a
do.
great little booty lifter.
Feels good.
Yeah. Let's go one more from the side here so you
Okay.
can just get a nice picture. And that's your basic squat.
Feels awesome.
Great?
Yeah.
All right, our next move is gonna be a reverse lunge. So very similar to the squat. So I'm just gonna come here, I'm gonna have you square your hips up to the front of the room.
Perfect.
And then you're just gonna step back with your right leg, drop in, and then come back up and switch legs, right? So what you're doing a really, really great job of here is keeping your knee and your ankle in alignment.
Okay,
right?
great.
That's one of the most
So
common
that's
things you see.
right
Yep,
here,
right
right?
there, perfect
Great.
line. A lot of people tend to bring their knee over their toe, or they end up letting their heels come up, right? So you wanna really push up out of your heel as you're doing this.
Perfect.
Great work.
Okay, so we did a few really great lower body moves. What can you show us for core and upper body?
All right, so the first core move that we're gonna hit is plank.
So easy to do wherever you are.
Yes, so let's go ahead and show your best plank.
Okay, great. Pressure's on. Here I go.
Perfect. So what you're doing, you have perfect alignment. Your shoulders are right over your wrists. You're focusing on pushing the floor away from your body. Your core is nice and strong. Abdominals are engaged.
So number 1 faux pas for plank was always this guy, the saggy back, which is really uncomfortable and bad for lower back and does not actually engage your abs.
Yes.
And then the other one is the opposite, the booty in the air.
Yep.
Which also doesn't really get your muscles working.
And you'll notice here that you've now shifted so your shoulders are no longer over your wrists, right?
Yep.
Those are some things you want to avoid when doing plank. And another way that you can actually regress this and make it a little easier if you're not quite ready to go full hands is to drop to your elbows.
Yes, that's a great idea because we want to make these moves accessible for everyone.
Yep. And then really here, just think about drawing your belly button in towards your spine, engaging your navel.
Yep.
And that's it. We're gonna move on to push-up, which is basically a plank, but you're adding a little bit more upper body movement. So you're gonna use all the same elements that we applied in plank, but we're gonna add a little bit more upper body.
Okay.
So why don't you go ahead and push into push-up position.
Sounds good.
So you're coming in just like you're going to plank.
Okay, I'm gonna stir up in my plank.
Yep, hands nice and wide.
Yep.
And then go ahead and take it all the way down and all the way up.
Okay.
Good. Try to keep your spine nice and neutral. So you're gonna tuck your head down. Yep, and come down. Let's go for a couple more of these.
Okay.
Nice work. So you're going as low as you can go, full range of motion, and then pushing it back up. Your core is nice and strong.
I see a lot of people kind of struggling through, hanging in there, doing these half push-ups.
Yeah.
Is it better to stay in full push-up or to modify?
You're actually better off getting a fuller range of motion.
Okay.
So if that means you need to drop to your knees and build up the strength, you're better off going to your knees and getting a full push-up rather than those little half ones that you were doing before.
And make no mistake, this is still hard work.
It is, for sure.
So there's
you're
no
doing a great
shame.
job of keeping your glutes down. This is where you start to see that little mountain climber butt usually with the push-ups. Bicycles. So you're gonna lay on your back.
This feels great. I'm just gonna hang out here.
You can hang out there, but it's not gonna make your abs look any better.
Oh, right. Exercise. Okay,
so,
here we go.
hands behind the head. You wanna make sure that your elbows are nice and wide for this whole move, and then you're just gonna rotate. You're gonna bring your shoulder to your opposite knee.
Got it.
There you go.
Yep.
And switch to the other side. Now you notice here, and you're doing a really good job of it, you're lifting your shoulder blades up off the floor and really getting that big rotation. You feel that in your core, right?
I definitely feel it in my obliques. It feels great. And I also feel slightly like my mom in 1984 doing exercise videos on the living room rug. And this was always a marquee move. There was the slow and then there was the speed bike.
So you want to be careful when you move into that speed bike, right? Because you notice as soon as you did that, you lost some of that range of motion.
Absolutely.
Your shoulder blades weren't coming up off the floor. So sometimes speed is not always your friend. Precision is definitely more important. So that's it.
I'm done.
You feel worked?
I feel great. I feel strong. I feel inspired.
You got your 5 moves.
So thank you for that.
You bet. I hope you're able to put them to good use.
Definitely will, and we hope you can too. Thanks for watching.
Let's go work out.